The likelihood of your bus being hijacked is extremely rare, but there are a few important principles that can help you safely get through a hijacking. Your bus could be hijacked by an angry student or by an outsider who forces his way onto the bus at one of your stops. If this should happen to you, follow these important steps. As you're pulling up to each stop, keep an eye out for anyone acting suspicious or someone you've never seen before. If you see someone like this, do not stop. Drive past the stop and radio dispatch to report your suspicions and to ask for direction. If a hijacker does get on the bus, try to make sure your two-way radio is on and say that you have a serious problem as soon as you can. This will alert dispatch to the problem and set the wheels in motion for the police and other authorities to be contacted. Or key the mic, and this will enable dispatch to hear what's happening. Don't try to be a hero. Remain calm and try to keep your passengers calm too. Be prepared to wait until help arrives. The first 15 to 30 minutes are the most dangerous, so follow the hijacker's instructions, doing your best not to upset him. Remember, as time goes on, there is less and less danger that you'll be harmed. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. Be calm and courteous. Answer any questions politely. Don't make any suggestions to the hijacker. If you do, and your suggestions go wrong, he may think you planned it that way and become aggressive toward you. Do not argue with a hijacker. Exhibit a cooperative attitude and instruct the students to do the same. Remember, you have students that you're responsible for, so don't try to escape unless you're the only hostage. If you are the only hostage, be certain you can make your escape safely or don't even try it. If you're permitted to speak on the phone or radio for any reason, follow the instructions of the hijacker very carefully. They may ask you questions to find out about your location and what problems you're facing. Never try to physically resist the hijacker. You have little chance of success. You also increase the risk of harm to the other passengers. Do as you're told within reason. For example, if the hijacker tells you to drive 50 miles per hour down a narrow, curvy street, don't. Try to explain calmly and non-confrontationally that the bus isn't capable of doing that and that it will be unsafe for everyone involved. If you're told to stop the bus, try to park near a building or some trees so the police can conceal their approach. Try to turn on the inside lights of the bus so the police can see what's happening. If you have students on board, your main concern must be for their safety. If you have the opportunity, ask your captors to let you give instructions to the students. Remain calm, and your students will follow your lead. Be patient. Remember, time is on your side. Eventually, the police will arrive on the scene. They are trained to deal with crisis situations and will work to rescue you unharmed as soon as possible. Like I already said, the chances of your bus being hijacked are remote. Knowing what actions to take will ensure that such an episode comes to a peaceful conclusion. Now, let's talk about the things you can do to prevent a hijacking from happening in the first place. The first thing you can do is be aware of the activity around the bus, on the streets, sidewalks, and at the bus stops. At bus stops, be on the lookout for people who don't belong there. If you see someone at the stop who really makes you uncomfortable, trust your instincts. Don't stop. Instead, call dispatch. Describe the situation to your supervisor and let them help you decide what to do. But don't be paranoid. Be on the lookout and just be smart. Use your common sense and your instincts to avoid hijackings.